Ang TNC po ay nakikiisa sa sambayan ng Pilipino para sa isang mapayapang bagong Pasko.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simbolo ng bagong pag-asa. Ito ay isang pagkakataon upang ating mapagnilayan ang mga kaganapan sa ating buhay. Maligayang Pasko!
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay hindi mararamdaman sa mga palamuti o karangyaan sa ating kapaligiran, kundi sa alab ng pag-ibig sa ating mga dibdib. Maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat.
Lahat tayo ay nakaranas ng hirap nitong taon na to. Dahil sa pandemya, nawalan tayo ng oportunidad. Kahit na anong mangyari, pinipilit pa din natin makapagbigay ng saya sa iba. Yan ang diwa ng bagong Pasko.
Para sa akin, ang bagong Pasko ay hindi concerned sa handaan o sa mga regalo. Sharing, giving, taking care of each other. Sana simula ngayong bagong Pasko, ganun na lahat tayo. Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat.
Christmas is always a reminder to have an attitude of gratitude. And that means sharing the love and appreciating everything that matters to you. Greeting everybody a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Christmas is a celebration of life.
And let us all be grateful that we are enjoying God's gift of life.
Maligayang
Maligayang Pasko po sa inyong lahat.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simple at payak, nakasentro sa ating pamilya at sa ating Panginoon. Maligayang Pasko!
I want to remind everyone that we should treasure the connection that we have. We have our friends, our family, and of course, Jesus Christ.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng Pasko hindi nagbabago kahit kailan. Ito ay panahon ng pagmamahalan, pag-iibigan. Walang makakatalo sa pagmamahal na binigay sa atin ng Panginoon.
Dapat din natin tandaan ang totoong diwa ng Pasko, si Kristo Jesus. Noon, ngayon, at magpakailanman. Greeting everyone a merry, blessed, and virtual Christmas to all.
Ang bagong Pasko para kanako, dili ang masigarbong pagsaulo, kundi ang pag-ambit o ginabang sa mga taong mas nanginahanglan ng panahon sa pandemya. Wishing you a joyful and meaningful Christmas despite these challenging times.
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pag-iingat sa ating mga sarili, pagiging ligtas sa kapahamakan, at pagpapabuti sa ating kalusugan. Wishing you a happy and safe Christmas.
Ngayong bagong Pasko, isabuhay natin at maging saksi sa kaganapan sa Belen. Maligayang bagong Pasko.
What does the new Christmas mean to me? It means reconnecting. Reconnecting with the people you love, the people you care about, the people you have not spoken with in a long time, that always made you happy. Because right now, everyone is going through something. Maligayang Pasko.
We should never forget, Christ is still the reason for the season.
The new Christmas for us is focusing on the basic unit of society, which is your family, and frequent togetherness with friends and relatives.
And of course, sharing your blessings with others in need.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Celebrate Christmas with full of gratitude. Merry Christmas.
Ang bagong Pasko ay sumisimbolo sa katatagan ng pag-asa. Para sa akin, bago o luma, ang Pasko ay tungkol sa pagmamahal mo sa pamilya mo at pagiging mabuti sa kapwa.
Christmas is the season of giving, but you cannot give if your hands are closed. So open your hands and your hearts and give, and your open hands will receive so much more. Wishing you a prosperous Christmas, and remember, financial freedom is in your hands.
Christmas is the season of giving. It is best spent with our families. But let us not also forget that this is the celebration of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pagkakaroon ng mas madaming oras para sa ating mga pamilya. I think this year we can use this pandemic to have more time with your family. Maligayang Pasko!
Christmas is always about sharing and caring, loving ourselves and loving others. Wishing you all a very merry, meaningful, blessed, and healthy new Christmas.
Ang bagong Pasko para sa akin, malayo man tayo sa isa't isa, ang pagmamahal ay atin pa rin maipadarama. Maligayang Pasko po at manigong bagong taon sa inyong lahat.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, we're the Talkers. I'm Chino.
I'm Tricia, and you're watching After Shift, powered by the new channel.
Helping you see the new you. What's up, Talkers? It's December 2, another Wednesday. Welcome to our 6th episode of Season 2. Obviously, we're very excited to bring the show to you. Catch us live every Wednesday and Friday night, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. here on the new channel. And by the way, we encourage you to place your comments and questions for our guest tonight.
Right. So, Chino, kamusta naman? How was your
Oy,
day?
Trisha, like I said, December 2 na. Ano ba?
I know.
It's only 23 days left before Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, or the holidays rather, how are you going to spend your Christmas this year, Trish?
Ako, I might, actually, I am going home to my parents' house in Fairview. So, uwi ako and I'm gonna bring my dogs. Miss ko actually yung luto ng mama ko. So, very excited ako to go home this Christmas. Ikaw, Chino, how will you spend your Christmas this year?
That's awesome. Just the same as you, Trish. I'm just gonna be spending it obviously with family. Siguro, we'll go to Malolos first, and then after Malolos, to spend time with Claire's family. Dito naman sa Manila to spend time naman with my family. So, yun. And speaking of spending time with family, it's Christmas and all that. Have you thought about, the gifts that you will be giving away to your family? Kasi Trish, we have to understand that obviously it's a totally different Christmas. It's a new Christmas.
Right?
Correct. And kasama ng bagong Pasko is a new way, or for us to try and find new ways on how we can get some gifts to our loved ones. And I mean, ako medyo hindi ako, I would have to say I'm trying to prepare myself for the new Christmas in terms of gift giving and all that. So, ikaw ba, paano bang magiging process mo of providing gifts to your family? Paano ka ba magsha-shopping? Paano ka mamimili? Paano ka magpe-prepare?
Ayun, as much as possible nga, I wanted to, try to do some stuff myself, create siguro personalized gifts. Kasi unang-una, I want to stay away from, the crowded malls and mga bazaar. So I'm thinking of, just giving my family my time and my presence. Diba? That's the wala pa rin budget no? So keeping aside Chino, pero totoo yun, I wanted to give them something personal. Actually, I remember this office mate of mine who gave me like a doodled
She doodled my name, tapos nilagay niya sa
Okay.
parang magnet stuff. Tapos yun, nilalagay, actually decoration ko siya sa office, which is
That's
something
awesome.
nice. So, diba?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the doodling myself, but it was a clever gift actually because very personalized siya. So kung
Yes.
marunong lang ako, I could do that, but maybe our guest can help me think about something I can do later. Ikaw ba, Chino, have you tried doing something like that? As a gift to someone, maybe to your wife, have you tried making
DIY
something?
or me
Oh,
doing it
DIY?
yung personal. To be honest, Trisha, I'm not as creative and yeah, I'm not as creative as I look. Hindi ano lang ako, madaldal lang ako. I'm very very vocal about stuff, but when it comes to really doing it myself, medyo nasa tagalit tayo dyan. I would probably have to really look for a gift for and
Right.
siguro what's gonna make it personal for me if in terms of giving gifts to people is me trying to really look and think of a gift that's tailor fit to each of those people that I will be giving it to. So yun na
Correct.
yung that's how as personal as I can get. Pero in terms of the actual DIY itself, nako Trish, medyo malabo pa nga tayo as like what I said. Now, our guest tonight, okay, I'm excited. I'm
Right.
really ecstatic about tonight because our guest tonight can really help us think of ideas on how we can really create personalized gifts that we can do ourselves.
Right.
So ako, di tayo pareho marunong and hopefully we
I
get
know.
to have some ideas coming directly from our special guest tonight. She is an artist,
Right.
a calligrapher, and most importantly, a DIY or do-it-yourself expert. Okay?
Right.
Now, guys, let's all help me in welcoming our guest tonight, Sheila Torralba.
Hello!
Hi, Sheila.
Hi,
Good evening and welcome to
Sheila.
After Shift.
Hello, guys.
How are you doing tonight, Sheila?
Okay naman.
Okay naman. Yes. Uy,
Ano,
Trisha,
Chino
orange
naka-orange
tayo
din
lahat
si
ngayon,
ano.
I know.
Sheila, I know. Oo.
Hindi tayo nag-usap. Hindi tayo
Oy, alam mo ba, Chino, si Sheila actually is very busy lately. I've seen she did a lot of guestings on TV and mga radio shows, and she also does special projects on the side. Now, Sheila, how do you keep up with that? Because I know, kasi magka-office mate tayo. We have, you also work during the day. So how do you keep up with that busy schedule?
Ang hirap, to be honest. Kasi usually, December is the most hectic month for me. Kasi nandiyan lahat ng ng events, ng projects, ng mga pasuyo sa mga kaibigan, sa office mates, and all. So, ang hirap. Aside from the day job that I have, I also accept commission work on the side. Plus, well, may pandemic pero meron pa rin konting ibang sideline. So, mahirap. Pero okay naman. Pero yun nga lang, parang walang pahinga pagdating ng buwan na to.
Well, actually, Sheila, I would have to agree with you. And it's probably not just us, no, but a lot of people really do get to experience the busy times or the busy schedule, especially during the Q4 of the year. And I would mean October, November, and of course, December. But I'm very, very curious to know, because I'm seeing your background there, Sheila, DIY expert. How did this all began? Paano nagsimula to, Sheila? Can you share that to us and to our viewers?
Okay, the DIY thing started since I was young. Kasi yung daddy ko, siya talaga yung mahilig mag-DIY sa lahat. When I say DIY, ultimo furniture siya na lang ang gagawa. He would not hire someone to do it. Or if he would, kumaga, siya pa rin yung nagsusupervise. So I guess that trait came from my dad. And then as I get older, parang naging habit na siya na if I can somehow do it, I'd rather do it than buy it. So doon na nag-start. Until I further nag-explore ako ng iba-ibang medium. So hindi lang siya calligraphy. So minsan, parang tingin yata ng mga kaibigan ko, oh, may palda kang suot, di ba? Pinita mo ba? Sabi ko, hindi, binili ko na to. Parang tingin nila lahat.
Oh yeah, that's really, really funny. Could you imagine even yung mga stuff that you get to buy outside at retail? napapagkamalan pang you literally did it yourself.
Right.
Siguro, another thing that I wanna ask Sheila, no, and hopefully you get to again share this to everybody, to our viewers out there, is hindi ba nakakatamad? Because whenever I hear the letters DIY,
IY.
it equates to LAZY, lazy. So I'm not sure if it's just me. Probably it's just me. I'm not sure with Trisha though. But for me, parang nakakatamad. Can we just buy it? Can we just get it from somewhere else as
Right.
compared to doing it yourself? So what about you? What's the drive? What's the passion behind you really doing it yourself instead of buying it outside?
Actually, it's more of the uniqueness, I guess. Because when you buy it, you see everyone is using it or everyone has it. Let's say, for example, like during Halloween, I like making costumes by myself because the moment you buy it, so let's say, for example, ang team princess. So nakikita mo lahat kayo pare-parehas ng suot. But if you do it yourself, there's a unique touch to it. So parang ikaw lang yung may ganon. Kahit na pare-parehas kayong princess, you stand out pa din, di ba?
Right.
So I guess that's one. And it's cheap also. There would be some items that it's better, I guess, if you do it yourself rather than buying it. Although it would depend again on what's the item, I guess. So yun.
Okay.
Sheila, when you do your DIY projects, where do you normally get the inspiration from? Kasi 'di ba, feeling ko kasi pag DIY thing, kailangan medyo artistic ka. Kailangan maganda yung yung attention to detail. Ikaw ba, what's your inspiration when you do your DIY?
Depende siguro sa mood, I guess that's one. And sa theme. So, now, let's say for example, hindi kasi ako yung tipo ng tao na pagka sinabi na sa'yo agad, meron ka ng idea. So normally, I take time to think about it. Let's say, for example, like a couple of years ago, we had this Christmas decor theme at the office. I'm not sure if the show is already there. So, pagka limited kasi yung binibigay sa'yo na, let's say, sa mga rules, sa mga materials, lumalabas yung pagiging creative mo eh. So, since nalilimit ka, you tend to, let's say, for example, if ang binigay lang sa'yo, papel, ballpen, karton, paano mo mapapaganda ngayon yung karton?
Right.
So, ang labanan dito is, bukod sa kailangan magaling ka, matipid, at saka dapat stand out. So, it doesn't follow, like ako, may rule ako sa sarili ko na, it doesn't follow na basta mahal, maganda. Kasi there are other alternatives that you can find that's far cheaper than buying an expensive thing.
That's true.
Uy, that's
you know
good,
what?
Good tip yan
Good tip nga yan. Pero alam mo kung bakit tinanong ni Tricia sa'yo yun, Sheila? Kasi si Tricia kasi pag naka-heartbroken, nawawala talaga completely yung inspiration. Hindi makagalaw yun si Tricia pag heartbroken.
Grabe siya.
Kaya, but kidding aside, I would have to agree with you, Sheila, earlier when you said that hindi lahat ng mahal maganda.
Exactly.
Kasi a lot of people have this mentality na if the item is expensive, quality. Pero pwede naman natin gawa ng paraan yan eh. Pwede namang there are other items or alternatives that is of lesser value, I would say, or cheaper. But the quality and the make overall is still good. It's still pretty good. Plus you add your personal touch to it kasi nga gagawan mo siya ng paraan pa, mas ipa-personalize mo pa siya eh. So I think that's more valuable, I would have to say, compared to yung mga mahal na mga items or whatever dyan sa labas. Okay. So yun lang. I mean, I just wanted to say that.
Diba?
Oh, yes. Yung effort, yes. Iba yung may effort. Valuable yan.
Correct. Oy, speaking of what you said, Chino, no, sabi natin, we want to do it, or we want to create gifts or maybe share gifts na personalized. Ikaw ba, Sheila, can you give us maybe some tips or ideas on how we can create personalized gifts for our loved ones or maybe friends? Kasi especially right now na pandemic, siguro we want to stay away from going to crowded places and maybe make our own gifts sana.
Yes.
For the gifts, Well, I came up with this idea na since pandemic, di ba? So why not
Mhm.
come up with an item na una, cheaper, useful,
Mhm.
and personalized pa din. Actually, yun yung laging touch ko. Madalas or mostly personalized lahat nung gusto kong gawin. So, can I show it to the ano?
Sure.
Yeah,
So
go ahead. Yes, please.
I have this like spray bottles, which you can personalize. So I came up with an idea na actually hindi lang pangalan mo pwedeng mo ilagay. So kung pwedeng terms of endearment o kung gusto mo pang asa, kahit anong hashtag ang ilagay natin dyan, di ba? And then you can give it as a gift. Plus, the good thing about it is that everyone can use it. So
Right.
wala tayong pinipiling market because may pandemic.
Nice.
So lahat gagamitin. And aside from that, it's useful, handy, and yung lalabas ka, di ba? Hindi mo na kailangan buksan yung bag mo because nandito na lang siya sa labas ng bag and then you can just sanitize your hands or whatever easily, di ba? So I guess that's
And more,
fun.
yeah, and moreover, it's unique. Kasi nga, it's personalized eh. Wala silang makikita ang ibang klaseng design of such, but dun lang sa tao na yon, di ba? Kasi nga, personalized siya, which is really, really good. It adds a good touch to it.
Correct. At dahil dyan, may naisip na tuloy akong idea sa pinakita ni Sheila. Bilang hindi ako marunong mag-calligraphy, di ba? Naisip ko nga bumili na lang. Tama ba yun? Yung mga stencil, how do you call that? Yung mga stencil stickers that you can get? Or will it look tacky?
No, not naman. Hindi naman actually. You can actually do that. So it doesn't necessarily mean na kapag hindi ka marunong mag-calligraphy, hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-personalize. Kasi like, for example, this design, this is not my own handwriting, although I can make one and I did one. But of course, it will take time. But of course, dahil gift yan for someone that's special to you, so you make an effort. Kasi by doing that, ikaw lang yung may ganon, di ba? So wala nang ibang makakahagaya ng handwriting ko. Unless siguro na magaling sila mangopia or something. So another idea is that a tumbler, maybe you can personalize a tumbler just like this. So just like what you said kanina, Tricia, no? This is like, hindi naman siya stencil, but you can actually cut it kung walang cutting machine, ano? So this is like, as nakikita ba? Yan. So para siyang glitter sticker, and this is made of vinyl. So you can easily like purchase any item that you want to personalize, maybe a tumbler, a mug, or a phone case maybe. And then you just pick out the name and then give it as a gift.
Right. Iba talaga yung yung dating ng personalized, no?
Correct.
And I've been stalking your Instagram, Sheila, and I've seen that you are an amazing calligrapher. So I wanna touch on that, on you being a calligrapher. So ano ba yan? Is it a skill? Inaaral ba yan? Can you parang, are you born to have that kind of of talent of being a good calligrapher? Kasi I wanted to ask because I myself, and alam yata ni Tricia to, ang sulat ko sulat doktor. Baka mas malala pa sa doktor. And this is considering that when I was in grade school, we actually have calligraphy class. And it's funny because, we have calligraphy class in school. And it's funny because I almost failed way back. Could you imagine yung susundan mo lang ititrace?
Parang hindi ko naabutan yan.
let's not, I'm not gonna divulge anymore the year. 90s. But yun nga, are you born with it, or do you have to study it? So paano yung process?
Okay, the common misconception is when you're a calligrapher or when you do calligraphy, it means that you have a good handwriting. No, it doesn't follow. Because there's a difference between lettering and calligraphy. When you say lettering, it's just merely getting a pen and then writing your name. But when you study calligraphy, it's all about the strokes. So it means that everything is being measured. Everything should be precise. There are several types of calligraphy that you need to study. So this is not something that when you say, I know how to do calligraphy, kailangan alam mo yung background. Bakit ganito yung way? Kasi bawat sulat or bawat hagod when you use a calligraphy pen, it means na alam mo yung pinanggalingan. Parang malalim ba masyado?
Yeah.
It takes time, it takes time. Because at some point, I got frustrated. I started doing it when I was in high school. And then, since during that time, materials here are not readily available. So I started using, I don't know if you've heard of the term speedball.
Yes.
Speedball.
Yeah. So you actually put the nib on the pen, which,
Right.
I don't know if I have. Magpapakita pa ng sample.
Go. Let our viewers see it.
This is the pen. So
There
this
you
is
go.
the nib, and this is what you insert on the, ano ba tawag dito? Nalimot ko na yung technical na term. So anyway, so you dip this in ink or you brush the ink on the tip, and that's how you write. So when you do calligraphy, you apply pressure to create beautiful strokes. So that's how calligraphy is. In terms of lettering, you just get a pen or whatever material you have, a pen, pencil, marker, and then you create several lines to create a letter. But this one is morely on the strokes, yes. So the difference between that is this is something that you study because it needs patience, number one. It needs dedication and a lot of practice. It doesn't happen overnight. When I start, I'm a self-taught calligrapher. I did it a few years first, and then when I realized that I wanted to validate if I'm really that good or not, that's the time that I enrolled myself into a class. When an artist or a calligrapher went over the Philippines, she is actually based in the US, and then she did a workshop here, like 2 days. So, kala nung iba parang pagka na nag-calligraphy ka, okay na overnight. Hindi, kasi the workshop itself can take like 2 to 3 days, whole day on, just to study the minuscules, which is the small letters, and the majuscules, which is the big letters.
Big letters.
So, hindi pa din kasama yung mga flourishing and iba-ibang types of calligraphy. So when you do it, I guess for people who wanted to learn it and explore it, yun lang, I guess patience, because the usual feedback that I get from other people is nakaka-frustrate siya, which is true. Nakaka-frustrate siya talaga at first. Sobra.
Again, I almost failed in grade school. Tapos, just to share lang din, the reason kasi as to why calligraphy was being taught in our school during that time was because calligraphy was really the requirement. You really have to learn how to write in calligraphy, and that's how we're supposed to write almost in anything as far as the school is concerned. Kaya yun, I was very, very frustrated during that time. And yun nga, I was just, almost, gato lang ako, yung hanging lang yung score ko. Just because I really cannot, yung stroke, or yung sabi mo yung hagod, I really cannot figure that out. Or probably I was just too young during that time. Pero ngayon, hindi ko na rin siya iisipin na gawin siguro ng kasi, ewan ko, Tricia, how about you? Have you ever studied or have you ever tried calligraphy?
Ako, I tried na, I just wanted, yung feel ng using a nib. So, I tried. I bought yung speedball na book. I'm not sure if Sheila, if you're familiar with it. As you just follow the strokes. Pero I would agree with what you said. No, parang ang hirap niya talagang gawin because you need to, kailangan you write, you measure yung lines at the same time. Dapat pantay siya dun sa line. Dapat yung downward stroke, ma-perfect mo, something like that. And I don't have the patience for it. I stop.
Way of writing kasi. So, alam mo yun, inaaral mo pati yung strokes, yung angles, and the pressure that you apply to make it even and to look pleasing and beautiful.
All right. Yeah. That's awesome. So, Trish, Sheila, let's look at the comment section down below. Let's see as to what our audience is actually thinking about or commenting on in terms of our show tonight. Sabi ni Eric Rada, Trisha, pwede pa din ba bigyan ng personalized gift yung special dati? Nako. So in short, pwede pa daw mong bigyan ng special personalized gift. Eric, good job, man. Thank you for, sabi ni Sheila, no.
No na, oo.
Yeah, but thank you for the comment, Eric. Glad to have you on the show. Sabi ni Jovi Gregorio, hello Sheila, watching from Perth, Australia. Wow. Hello Jovi, welcome to the show. All right. Sabi ni Rondell Robles, ganda ni Ma'am Sheila. All right. Daming fancy si Sheila.
Oh.
Is Ice, gondon ng mga Mars, I think this is from the company, right? Because you guys are office mates. So, shout out to everybody there. Thank you for watching After Shift. And we're going to talk more about Sheila, more about DIY, more about some of the stuff that she did after a short break. For now, stay tuned in to After Shift. Again, we're going to be back.
All right, welcome back to After Shift.
Hello.
Love the energy. All right. So let's welcome back Sheila.
All right.
Hello.
Ayan.
Hi, Sheila.
So Sheila, in this, welcome back. So
Yes.
Sheila, ayan. So in this part of the show, actually, what we do is we have a game called #this. So we captured some of your photos, and all we want you to do is create a hashtag and maybe share a little story of what that picture is all about. So ready ka na ba?
Ready na.
All right. So let's start with the first picture. First picture, please.
Direct? Yun.
Ayun.
There you go.
Loading pa, loading.
Loading.
All right. First picture.
#Kandila.
#Kantila.
Ayan.
Is this the one? Is this the one that you did?
Yeah. This is actually yung parang floating candle as a centerpiece. So, can we name the show ba? Bawal?
I think okay lang naman siguro.
Yeah.
Okay. This was done under GMA News TV sa Good News. So, what I did was to create centerpieces out of candles and old Christmas decor. So, para hindi na tayo masyadong gumastos, kumuha lang ako ng jar, and then I filled it up with water. Tapos, naglagay lang ako ng embellishments. Di ba, minsan yung mga Christmas decors natin nahuhulog na or hindi na pwedeng isabit, may konting damage. So, instead of throwing it away, what I did is magiging embellishment siya dun sa loob ng jar. And then you just put water and then yung ating kanila, yung mga tea light candles. Yan. Tapos, meron pa na ngayon na centerpiece.
Wow, that's a good idea, no? To, di ba, to put an accent on your dinner table during your Christmas dinner.
Oo.
Diba?
Actually, kung nakikita nyo dun sa photo, there are like small pearls. Tama ba yan? Oh yeah, it's pearls. Ano lang yan? Yung mga napigtas kong necklace na hindi ko na maayos uli. So, nilagay ko
Wait lang, Sheila. Ano ba yan? Napigtas ba yan o pinigtas?
Napigtas na. May mga necklace minsan na medyo intricate yung weave or something. So, since hindi ko na siya maibalik sa original niya na form, sabi ko, sayang naman if I throw it away. Eh, di gawin na lang nating accent.
Right.
Hindi na kasi gagawing accent pag pinigtas eh. So, yeah, I would have to say na napigtas lang yan, na by accident, kaya Pero what's great about this one, Tricia, is that parang you're resourceful. You're using different things at home, or in this case, tama si Sheila, yung mga nalalaglag ng mga decors, and then you just placed it there, naging embellishment na siya, and voila, just like that, ano na siya, centerpiece na siya. So,
correct.
Galing. This is really, really good. Siguro, in the near future, Sheila can give us some demonstrations. That would be really, really great. But for now, I can just really imagine kung paano niya ginawa, and it's really, really nice.
Right. Ako, I'm imagining myself doing this one. Kasi I think padali lang siya for me. Kasi lalagyan mo lang, hanap ka lang ng jar, water, and some decors, di ba? And you buy that floating candle. O, di ba?
Yeah.
Kayang-kaya ko yan.
Alam ko, kaya mo lang pigtasin lahat eh. Pigtas! Mga
Well, pero guys, alam nyo, if the people watching, they don't have jars, what you can do instead is, di ba, meron tayong mga flower vases sa bahay. So, this comes in different shape. You can just arrange it. Kung meron tatlo, maganda sana kung iba-iba yung size. No? So, alternative would be, if there are no mason jars, you can just get a clear vases. And instead of putting flowers, you put the decors inside. Or Christmas balls can be an alternative. And then kung gusto nyo pa added theme, pwede pa kayong maglagay ng what you call this, the food coloring. So kung may theme kayo, kung gusto nyo parang green yung theme, you add a small drop of coloring para may color din yung centerpiece.
May hue, yeah. Oh,
wow.
Astig, Trish! I did it. I have no idea that you can do that. And that, bilhin na lang natin, bilhin na lang tayo. But yeah, that's really great. Good tip.
Diba? Oo.
Galing. All right. Yeah, let's show the next photo. Thank you, Sheila, for giving us an explanation about the behind the scenes of that jar that you made. Okay. Oh, yan. Anong ginawa niya ni Love dyan?
Parang tuwan-tuwa sa akin si Love noong mga panahon na yan. Parang instant BFF kami. Sabi ng mga nakapanood, bakit ba kayo magkakilala? Sabi ko, the first time namin mag-meet yan.
Alright. So what's the hashtag, Sheila?
Hashtag high five na lang.
Ayan, hashtag high five na lang. Oh.
High five, yes.
Si Sheila talagang very demure, Si Love, talagang super energetic si Love,
Energy niya. Mahirap pantayan yung energy.
Alright.
Next picture. Yan.
Ooh.
Oh, this one is hashtag, ano ba? Whiskey na lang.
Hashtag whiskey. Okay.
Mahirap naman pag bottoms up. Mahirap i-bottoms up yung whiskey.
Alright.
So this one, to give you a background, this is very
Yeah.
recent, and I'm still doing it right now. So this is with Sagamore Rye whiskey. Initially, they wanted to do the launch earlier this March, but apparently, since the pandemic happened, so hindi nag-push through. So what happened is that they wanted me to engrave on the bottles. So magpa-plug na rin ako, no? For those
No,
who
go,
will
go.
be wanting to get or purchase the whiskey, you can just visit their website or their Facebook page, Sagamore Spirit. And then all the bottles that will be purchased will be personally engraved by yours truly. So yun, indicate nilang may
Wow.
mga rules naman doon. Yan.
I
So this
have
is
a
actually a
question.
good idea to give out as presents. Kasi di ba yung liquor naman, hindi naman siya one time na i-consume. So for those who wanted to keep the bottle, I'm sure there are people who collect liquor bottles, right? They don't throw it
Yes,
away.
yes.
And can be recycled as well. So for us, a keepsake, let's say if you wanted to give it to someone who's celebrating their birthday or maybe anniversary or maybe just put a short message, di natin lang, pwede kayo mag-propose or something, nandoon yung message, diba? So there, I do engraving for bottles also.
This is very, very nice. I've never heard of a bottle of alcohol that's actually being engraved to make it to make it as a gift for someone. You know, parang personalized gift for someone. Is it hard to engrave, by the way, Sheila?
There are struggles because the surface is not flat. So when I started doing, di ba nag-start muna ako calligraphy. So when I realized that, of course, the materials is limited to paper. So how can I further do the personalization aside from the paper itself? So that's when I realized na sabi ko, parang maganda yata mag-engrave din. Kasi kung meron sa papel, dapat meron din sa glass, sa metal, and then pwede rin sa wood eventually. But of course, there are challenges when you do engraving because not all the surfaces are flat. If you actually do it on perfume bottles, which is I did last year, and there's an upcoming one in the next few weeks, mas madali siya as long as it's flat. But with whiskey and wine bottles, I also do wine bottles, mas delicate siya. Kasi there was one incident wherein, this was really scary. This happened during the lockdown. So sabi ko, since lockdown naman, I have all the time to practice and explore different liquor bottles. So I started doing this one with another whiskey then. Nawala sa loob ko, I think that's the reason why. Nawala sa loob ko na meron din siyang soda mix. So I'm guessing you know already the brand. So it actually exploded in my face without any... Yeah, it did. It was so close. Ganyan siya kalapit, napigilan na lang ako kasi pumutok na. Nasugatan ako sa kamay. Tapos my table was filled with the liquid.
Yeah, it was drenched with alcohol. Yeah.
Broken pieces of glass. But sabi ko, bait na Lord, kasi ang nasugat lang sa akin was dito lang, konting-konti lang. Pero andito na yung bubog, malapit na sa mata ko. Sabi ko, moving forward, I will no longer engrave ng walang goggles. Although I use a mask. Kasi delikado when you hit the powdered glass. Right. So I think that's the struggle. Pero when you give it out to people and when they receive it, tapos, alam mo yun, ipipraise ka na, oh my God, I've never received anything like this, or this is the first time I've actually seen someone engraving it on the spot. I feel glad kasi there are people who really appreciate what I do. Although I know there are not all can, what do you call this? Yung parang matutuwa ba sila or maaaliw. But, pagka niliisip ko kasi, hindi lahat ng, yun nga, sabi nga, di ba, hindi lahat ng bagay kayang gawin ng machine. So, katulad ko, since I like personalization, the machine can do it, but of course, the one that I do, hindi yan pwedeng gawin lahat ng machine lang kasi iba yung ina-apply ko.
Okay. Very impressive. Pero I'm just really glad that you did not get hurt, especially your eyes, no? Parang, syempre, pag na-hurt yung mata, paano na, di ba? Ang hirap ng gumawa ng mga bagay-bagay, right? And with what you're doing, you have to really have very good eyes.
Correct.
Again, attention to detail is really, really grabe. So,
That's true.
yeah, there.
Chino sa birthday ko alam mo na, yung whiskey bottle. Yung whiskey.
Basta, papainggan ko kay Sheila. Pero Sheila, wag mong isipin yung ex mo kasi baka mabasag mo ulit yung bottle eh. Hindi ko, nainis ako na nabasag tuloy siya. So, just puro na lang ex, wala ko binibring up yung ex eh. No? Pero, si Tricia kasi.
Gabi ka, Chino.
Naku, pag ex yun, hindi na yun sabog na lang agad yun.
Ay, no.
Okay. Are we ready for the next picture?
Yes. Next photo, please. Yeah.
Ayun.
Hashtag COVID.
Hashtag COVID.
Kasi sa panahon ngayon, di ba, kailangan maingat tayo. Lagi tayo nag-sanitize. Kumaga, lahat, hindi nga lang matanda, di ba? Pati bata, we train them na to be clean, not to touch their face. Yes.
Right.
So this one is just like what I shared earlier. I came up with an idea na ito, kasi syempre lahat ng tao nagtitipid ngayon dahil may pandemic. It's sad to hear, no, that a lot of people lost their jobs, maraming na-retrench, maraming hirap because of the business. So what's a better idea of offering something that's cheap and useful as well? And very timely na rin.
Right.
Yun.
Actually, I like yung personalized bottle kasi 'di ba uso yung pa-spray na pahirapin naman ng alcohol tas hindi na babalik sa yung alcohol bottle. At least may na yung alcohol bottle, 'di ba?
Pero wait, Tricia, safety precaution. We should never technically lend the bottle. Para if someone is going to ask, we spray it ourselves, but they don't spray it. Para yung spread of virus will be prevented na talaga, no? Pero yes, maraming talaga nahihingi even before.
Diba? Before the pandemic, pinababalik yung bottle mo.
Yeah.
All right, next picture.
Yep.
Oh! Ito, hashtag DIY talaga to.
Yan.
This was actually an event with, as you can see, with SM. So I did a lot of demos with them during the Art Fest. So pwede ko naman din sabihin yung brand na this is under Sharpie. So what I did here was to showcase the pens itself. We have this plastic bottles. So I taught the kids how to personalize it since yung theme during that time was Halloween. Bale, nagturo lang ako how to use the markers and ano pa ba? How to showcase the pens. Ito kasi magandang idea for kids para mapapractice sila when it comes to art, holding the pens, and at the same time useful because they can get to keep the tumblers. So it's one way of getting their creative juices flowing for the kids. A good activity actually. Actually, pati rin sa adults, okay din naman siya.
So for this event ba, Sheila, do you normally do it on a regular basis yung sa Art Fest? Do they invite you regularly? And when does this happen pala, yung Art Fest?
The Art Fest has been happening for the last 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So they usually visit malls, usually yung mga big ones talaga, no? And then they tour. So meron minsan sa Baguio, meron sa Cebu, and then here in the metro. But I would say regularly because I've been doing it consecutively. So I actually represent the brand. So whenever they have demos, they would invite me to teach and come up with ideas how to teach kids and adults na rin. for activities, that they can do at home, for school. Yan.
Nice. That's a good, I don't know, that's a good way to, encourage kids and adults as well to try their artistic side naman, or to try to explore their artistic side. So, Sheila will talk more about that side of yours, yung artist and artistic side. But for now, let's pause for some announcements.
All right, welcome back to After Shift, and we want to give a big shout out to our Armor On family. If you guys want the latest, the best Filipino lifestyle and sports apparel in the country, please visit Armor On Philippines. They're located at 153 G. Araneta Avenue, Quezon City, and they also have a Facebook account. Just type Armor On Philippines. They have an IG account, armor_on, and of course, you can visit their website, armoron.com.ph. Armor On Philippines, be armored. Hindi lang ako naka-armor on ngayon, pero that's our bigger sponsor.
TNC shirt pala, by the way.
TNC ano tayo ngayon. Pero thank you so much, Armor On, for being one of our major partners here on After Shift. All right. So, with that, we are actually inviting you guys to watch our inspirational shows, starting it with The Big Picture, inspiring stories of notable personalities, Mondays and Fridays, 7 p.m., Human Resources Management on HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 12 noon. The Family Business is Everyone's Business, Saturdays, 4 p.m. Life Business and Success Stories on The Fort Project, Saturdays, 10 p.m. Dubai, 6 p.m. Philippine time. Beauty Beyond What Your Eyes Can See, Usapang Beauty, Saturdays, 5:30 p.m. Time to hear positive stories from those who recovered, COVID stories, Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. Life Purpose and Turnaround Stories, U-Turn, Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. Build and Own a Property, The Home Buyer, Mondays and Thursdays, 4 p.m. Laugh and learn from puppetry arts around the world, The Puppet Stories, Mondays, 5:30 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar, Thursdays and Fridays, 10 p.m.
Know Your Rights and the Basic Law, Yo Law, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Learn about money and more, streams every Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Philippines and 5:30 a.m. USA. Two leaders in one platform, TNC The Talk streams every Mondays at 12 noon. Strategize and win in life through Win Within streams every Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Kids Dream, Achieve, Nurture, and Inspire. Watch Danny Art Show Fridays 5:30 p.m. Learn Together Across Borders, Foreign Affairs streams every Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Because health is wealth, Healthline streams every Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Celebrate Women at Work 9 a.m. Saturdays. Always Have an Awesome Day streams every Mondays at 2:30 p.m. Cybernex empowers people and companies to be secured in a digital world streams every Wednesdays at 12 noon. Know the emerging technology shaping our future. Tech U streams every Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Learn and know more about market leaders on Tuesdays and Saturdays, 5:30 p.m. Having a well home brings you a well life, Tuesdays and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Catch also our TNC original shows, One Day, a live storytelling. It alternates with TNC Town Hall, co-hosted by TNC founders Lloyd Luna and Apple Manansala, a show where we talk to you, our valued audience. More upcoming TNC shows that will truly inspire you. So please follow our channel on Facebook and YouTube and let us help you see the new you.
All right, see the new you. And if you enjoy watching us, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram after_shift. Again, that's after_shift. All right.
Right.
So let's get back Sheila on the show.
Hello!
Yeah, hi Sheila. Sorry,
Welcome
tagal mo
back.
nagkantay, All right. So we've obviously learned, we've known something about yourself in terms of how your project really started and all that. But we want to learn about Sheila after shift. Okay. So who is
Right.
Sheila after shift? What does she do after shift? Pagka uwi galing trabaho or after a gig? Diba? As you go home, you chill, you probably drink wine and all that. So how do you spend time after shift?
Tulog? Lately, wala kang tulog eh. Kulang nga eh. After shift, well, I since December, no, ang dami kong ginagawa ngayon. The engraving, the personalized bottles. I have Lazada Live next week. And
Oy.
I'll be an on-site artist for a major brand, a clothing brand. So I'll be engraving for their line of perfume. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I did it last year also, and then another one past Valentine's. Supposedly meron pa sanang isa kung hindi nagka-pandemic. So sayang. Father's Day, Mother's Day. Alam mo yun, na-i-book na
Yes,
sana last
yes.
year pa pandemic. So yun.
Ako na lang sasagot para kay Sheila. I think who is Sheila after shift? Raketera.
Yan. So
Walang social life eh.
But I would have to say that what you are actually doing is obviously a passion of yours. You love it. Pero and at the same time you actually are earning from it, diba?
Yes.
Kami na we're just trying to practice whatever calligraphy or trying to learn DIY stuff at home, especially. Ikaw, you're doing it as something that helps your career. And that's actually really, really impressive para sa akin.
Right.
Again, DIY equates to LAZY para sa akin, diba? So that's why I'm very, very impressed with all of the things that I'm seeing so far in terms of your work.
Thank you.
Correct.
Although it wasn't like that because when I started, hindi ko naman goal to earn. So talagang passion lang talaga siya. Sabi ko gusto ko matuto mag-calligraphy or I want to explore on, let's say, painting or acrylic or whatever it is that I wanted to do. Because parang feeling ko it's one way of de-stressing. So I wanted to gauge how far I can go in terms of the calligraphy kasi nga, 'di ba, paper, and then I started working on the glass and the metals, and then I explored another medium which is the pyrography, which is the wood burning naman.
Yes,
Although
yes.
mas mahirap siya because of the tool kasi umiinit siya pagka tumatagal, so mahirap. And then another thing is the foiling. I also do the foiling. So there are some people right now who wanted their planners to be personalized. So I
Wow.
also do the foiling on the planners. Yeah, so that's one also, which is can be another gift ideas for people out there. So yun, like journals, notebooks, ayan.
Uy, ay, may naisip na naman akong bagong gift idea, Chino. So yun na,
Yes.
yung mga journal, I'll buy yung mga generic journal,
Sige.
tapos maybe I'll contact Sheila to have it personalized. Actually, what the good thing about what you said, Sheila, is that, 'di ba, you're just passionate about these things, you like
Yes.
what you're doing, and hindi mo na malaya, no? That can also become another source of income, 'di ba, Chino? Na parang that's something special because not all people can actually
do it.
have 'di ba? Have the both of kung ano man
The
yun.
best of both worlds.
You like what you're doing, at the same time you earn off of it, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Oo,
Imagine,
naman siya.
it's distressing you out.
Right.
What you're actually doing. Hindi tulad ko na I'm stressed out of the idea of just, being able to do it. I don't even know how to do it, and I don't think I'll be able to really learn unless I exert effort nga. Pero in your case, I would have to say obviously effortless because you've already learned it, you have it in you, and yun nga, it's a way for you to distress. Nakakatuwa yung ganun, Trish. It distresses people, pero at the same time, yun nga, like what you said, merong financial na return at the same time, which is really, really good.
Right.
Again, not everybody has that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right. So, Sheila, go ahead, Chino, sorry.
No. Sorry, go. Ikaw muna, Trish.
No, I was just going to ask, maybe, so Chino was saying na for him, it's really hard to do DIY stuff, but for you, you are the expert in doing it. But what can you share, or maybe tips that you can provide to our viewers on how they can start trying DIY, since we know the benefits of it already? It's something personal, it's unique, and of course, definitely saves you money.
How to start? Was that a question?
Right.
Tama ba yung intindi ko?
Yes. Oh, sorry naman. Yeah.
Actually, paano ko ba i-explain? For me kasi, parang feeling ko lahat ng nakikita ko, pwede siyang i-personalize. So it's just a matter of perception. Like when you see an item, bigla mo na lang maiisip, this can probably be a good item to give away as a gift. So the tip that I can probably share is you make it your own. If you can actually get ideas from other people, or you get influences or inspiration, but then again, you have to make it your own. So yun. Kasi if you're just gonna end up like copying other, parang okay lang naman din. Although depende kung ano yung kokopyahin mo. Pero at least nandoon yung personal touch mo. So it's ako kasi it's a matter of how I express myself, and like kung halimbawa meron akong pagbibigyan na importanteng tao, lahat yan ipo-personalize ko. Kasi from kung kailangan kong tahiin yung pambalot, o ako mismo gagawa ng wrapping paper, or the gift itself, I would probably do that, Gusto ko nang aralin sewing next time eh.
Wow!
But seriously, sa sobrang ka-DIY-an ko, nakakagawa naman ako ng bedsheet, pillowcase, ano pa ba? Yeah, lahat ng feeling ko kung ano-ano lang maisip ko. Alam mo yon, like nagkaroon ng COVID nga, 'di ba? So nauso ngayon yung mga UV light.
Yes.
Diba? So naisip ko, syempre iba-ibang klase siya, So why not get the cheapest one, and then I'll come up with a sleeve para in a way, hindi ko na siya kailangang hawakan. Kasi di ba may ibang UV light na kailangan yung malalaki para lang masanitize yung surrounding. So sabi ko, teka lang, hindi naman po pwedeng lahat ng UV light isa-isa. May kwarto, may box, may sa kitchen. So sabi ko, gagawa na lang ako ng sleeve. At least yung sleeve, kung saan ko siya ididikit, aalisin ko, lilipat ko uli. So, handy siya. Pwede ko siyang palit-palitan, di ba?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? This is really a testament as to how I would say gifted you are, Sheila. How creative your mind is. You're really, I would say, innovating. Kasi di ba when we talk about innovating, it's about developing, improving something. And that's what you're actually doing. For a lot of people, parang DIY, again, like sa akin, nakakatamad yan eh. Parang hindi naman ako creative eh. But in the reality is, you're actually innovating a lot of different things for not just for yourself, but for people. People get to appreciate your work. And yun nga eh, medyo may konting return, especially financial, which is something that not everybody gets to experience. You love what you're doing. We can definitely see that through all of the work that you've done so far, Sheila. And I'm just really, really proud to have you in this show, you know, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of our viewers have learned something. I've learned a lot from this show, just simply basing it from everything that we've heard from you, Sheila. Ikaw, Trish, what do you think?
Oh naman. Actually, I got inspired kasi diba at the beginning of the show, that was the question that I have in mind. How do I personalize gifts? Kasi nga, ayoko talaga lumabas. But right now, you already gave me an idea na maybe, planners will do, diba, for my family, and maybe notebooks for my niece. And I can think of a lot of things now that I can try to personalize and give to my family as gifts. And even to friends, diba, that I can give sa Christmas. And I also learned na dapat talaga no, when you love what you're doing and you're honing your craft, you're not afraid kasi to try other diba, other medium on how you can diba, try to test your skill eh. And that's a good thing, diba, Chino? That's an inspiration na alam mong magaling ka sa ganito, but maybe you can try other things as well. And that's a good inspiration, I guess.
Alam mo, natutunan ko, Trish, dito, and kay Sheila din siguro. Siguro pagdating sa calligraphy, no, I'll probably try to write and try again. Tapos, ang gagawin ko, as DIY, okay, kuha ko ng mga 100 peso bill or 500 pesos from Ninong Chino. Di ba? Susunod ko na mismo sa joke lang. Sulat ka na mismo sa pera. O, para hindi nyo makalimutan, mga inaanak ko, from Ninong Chino.
Envelope naman ang pagbibigyan mo.
Envelope naman, oo. Actually, personalized envelope. Siguro I have to learn how to make a small envelope if walang ang pound available. And then yun, that's DIY, right? So I can start from there as a basic,
Itag mo si Sheila.
Ginawa ko yan. Kasi Sheila said about the what they call this, yung envelope, di ba? I thought of that a long time ago. Pero sabi ko, hindi ko pa siya hindi pa mag-materialize. So, ang ginawa ko instead was to come up with the gift tags. Kasi di ba, when you give, it's always the same thing every year. Like the ones that you see in the bookstore or at the malls or kung saan man, di ba? Kung yung mga nakapack na siya. So parang lahat pare-pareha. So sabi ko, sige, teka lang, I can actually do this eh. Pero kakaiba. So naisip ko, incorporate ko yung calligraphy ko with the gift tags. And then, I wasn't sure at that time kung makiklik but surprisingly, in the span of like 2 months, I was able to select 10,000 gift tags from just a circle of friends and families. Yeah.
That's really awesome.
But it was really fun because I heard lots of feedback about that. Maganda naman siya.
Sobrang personalized.
I got in a gift tag from a friend. Tapos sabi ko, sino gumawa nito? Ang ganda naman. Personalized. You can, di ba pwede din siya magpasulat ng name sa dun sa gift tag. Sa hindi ko na-keep. Pero maganda yung mga designs ni Sheila. I liked it.
That's awesome.
Thank
you. Sheila, I'm sure a lot of our people, a lot of our audience and viewers would want to know where they can view your work. Do you have kasi meron ako nakitang isang comment, do you have a YouTube channel daw ba? Or do you have an Instagram account or a Facebook account that they can follow so that they can be up to date with your projects?
Okay. Mostly I post most of my work, I post it on Instagram. So that's Shields underscore Toralba. Shields is spelled as Sheils and then underscore Toralba. That's with a double R. And then the other Instagram that I have is personalized by Shields. So mostly ito yung mga personalized bottles. And then I'll be posting also soon mga engraving. So if people are interested in getting me for personalizing your stuff or engraving as an on-site artist or whatever it is, you can message me there. Kasi prior to this, nag-ano rin ako. I accept envelope addressing. So anything na ipapakaligraphy, I do wedding vows. Of course, hindi ako yung gagawa ng wedding vows, but they give me the vows. And then, baka misunderstood eh. So they give me their vows. And then I write it para naman magkaroon ng more intimate way of saying things instead of holding their phones, diba?
Right.
And then after that, what they do, they frame the vows. So as a keepsake. So that's one.
That's nice.
That's so awesome. Alam mo, grabe. As in, I've never
Sheila,
heard of
dapat gumawa ka na ng YouTube channel mo talaga.
Oh, I think you should create a YouTube channel, Sheila. Para a lot of people can watch and can view whatever it is that you're doing, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to inspire a lot of people with the many projects that you will be, doing, sharing pa to everyone, to us. So yeah, with that, Sheila, sobrang salamat, sobrang thank you for being part of After Shift. Again, like what I said earlier, dami namin natutunan. There's a lot of things that was unraveled throughout this process. Grabe, as simple as DIY, no? Pero parang hirap-hirap para talaga sa akin. But again, yun nga, like I said, thank you so much. And we hope to chat with you really, really soon and to get to see a lot of your work also moving forward.
Yes, thank you also, Trish and Chino, for having me. I hope na yung viewers na makakapanood dito, would get inspired and get a few ideas of what they can do.
Would get inspired.
And, be passionate about what you're doing.
Yes. Those two, kailangan tandem.
Right.
Yes, definitely.
Mapil tayo dyan, Chino. Ay, kabila.
Ganun na lang.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sheila.
Sheila. Good night. Thank you very much for being part of the show.
Good night.
All right, that's another fun episode. Paano ba?
Ay, dapat.
Ito,
Yan.
okay.
Anyway,
that's a fun episode, Chino.
Really, really fun and very, very educational. Like
Correct.
I said earlier, daming natutunan. Again, marami para sa akin na unravel in terms of mga do it yourself stuff that I've never even tried.
Yun yung challenge natin, Chino. So you're gonna do a DIY thingy, tapos post natin sa Facebook, and we're going to tag Sheila.
Pa-approve natin sa kanya.
Okay.
Sige,
Totoo
pwede.
yan,
Give me 1 week. Give me 1 week.
1 week. Sige. All right.
And with that, our episode is done for today or for tonight. See you guys on Friday for our Friday Books Night. Okay? So 8:30 p.m. on Friday here on the new channel. Okay. So with that, talkers signing out. Good night, everybody.